Hello my dear friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Myself I am Laghush Jogi. I have completed MSc in Agriculture Seed Science and Technology, Specialization Seed Science and Technology from HNB Central University Srinagar, Uttarakhand in 2020. I have got 52 rank in PhD program Seed Science and Technology from Indian Council of Agricultural Research ICR All India Entrance Examination for Admission in 2021. Today I am going to tell about the topic seed production of leaf, roots and stem vegetables. Turnip. Climatic requirements. Turnip is best adapted to cool or moderate climates where rainfall averages 700 to 1000 mm. It requires 2 seasons to produce seeds. Excessive heat during flowering interferes with the reproductive process and flowering. This root vegetable has two distinct races, namely the biennial temperate and the annual asiatic. The former produce seed only in the temperate parts, and the latter can be sown for seed both in the plains as well as in the hills. It may be, however, not be really economical to produce seed of annual type in the hills. In India, the seed of temperate varieties is produced in the hills and asiatic varieties in the plains. Land requirements. Land to be used for seed production shall be free of volunteer plants. The soil of selected fields should be deep, light and variable, and the fields well drained. Isolation requirements. Turnip is cross-pollinated by insect. Seed field should be isolated from fields of other varieties, field of the same variety, not conforming to varietal purity requirements of certification, and other cruciferous crops, namely Chinese cabbage, rape, mustard and rutabaga, at least by 1600 meters for foundation seed production and at least by 1000 meters for certified seed production. Method of seed production. Like other biennial crops, its seed can be produced in situ, seed to seed, or by transplanting root to seed. Seed to seed method. The crop is allowed to overwinter in the field and produce seed in the following spring in their original positions. Root to seed method. The turnip seed is usually produced by root to seed method. In this method, during annual autumn, the roots, when fully developed, are uprooted and selection of true to types. Roots is made underdeveloped, deformed, disease and off type. Root are rejected after pruning the taproot and clipping the tops leaves, leaving the crown intact. The selected roots are replanted in freshly prepared soil in such a way that the whole root is in freshly prepared soil in the such a way that the whole root is in freshly prepared soil such very way that whole root is covered under the soil, leaving the crown exposed. In the plains, the seed of the asiatic type of roots crops are generally raised by planting cut roots. The usual practice is to remove half to 3/4 of the lower roots before planting. The process reduces of the yield considerably. It is therefore eligible to causes as light injury to roots as possible before transplanting. Root to seed method. First season rising to staglings. One time of sowing. For proper development of roots, the sowing should be done during the last week of August or first week of September. Extra yearly varieties like yearly melon, red top, and Japanese white melon can be sown of end of September. 2. Preparation of land. Prepare the field to a fine tilth by deep ploughings, 3 to 4 harrowings followed by leveling. 3. Source of seed. Obtain nucleus or breeders or foundation seed from source approved by a seed certification agency. For seed rate 2.5 to 3.75 kg per hectare. The roots produced on 1 hectare are sufficient for transplanting 2.5 to 3 hectares. 5. Method of sowings. It is the advisable to sow the crop on rises set at 45 apart then in flat. This helps is better development of roots and drainage. Seeds should be sown thinly. Keep the rises moist until germination is complete. Thin cut out plants to a distance of 7 to 8 cm within the row when the plants are 10 to 15 days old. 6. Fertilization. A light dosage of 20 to 25 ton farmyard manure per hectare should be applied before preparation of land. This should be supplemented by 35 kg nitrogen, 50 kg phosphorus and 50 kg potash initially. Before the sowing, another dosage of 35 kg of nitrogen should be top dressed when the roots just start farming. 7. Irrigation. Irrigated at short intervals depending on the weather conditions and requirements. At interculture, one weeding and one earthing off during the early stage of growth is necessary for proper development of roots. 9. Plant protection. Judicious use of insecticides is necessary at the time of flowering and seed set. Indiscriminate use may result in flowering and insect population and thus affected seed set. Control measures for controlling various insects should be adopted on the lines described for cauliflower. Harvesting of roots. Staglings uproot the plants when they have fully developed root 70 to 80 days from sowing. Selection of roots for transplanting. The uprooted roots should be laid where side by side to facilitate selection. Small and otherwise undesirable root not conforming to the standard shape and color should be discarded. Second season seed production. After selection, the top of the roots are clipped and their tails are purned. They are then reset in a well prepared fields. Brief culture practices. 1. Preparation of land same as described for the previous seasons. 2. Time of method of transplanting. Staglings are best planted during the second half of December as later planting are prone to serious attacks of aphids. The selected staglings prepared in the manner already described are reset in the field at a distance of 60 multiply 30 centimeters. The soil is then firmed and tapped around the roots. Soon after transplanting, the fields is irrigated. 3. Manuring. Apply 10 to 15 ton of well-rotted farmyard manure per hectare at the time of preparing fields. Supplement it with 50 kg phosphorus per hectare at the time of sowing. Top dress 25 kg nitrogen per hectare in the pre-bolting stage and another dosage of 25 kg nitrogen before flowering starts. For interculture, one hoeing and earthing up is necessary during March so as that give support to plants which may otherwise lodged because of heavy winds during the flowering and fruiting seasons. 5. Supplementary pollination. The turnip is pollinated by insect to ensure good seed set pollinations of maximum flowers is necessary. Honeybees are important agents of pollinations in large seed fields. It is advisable to place bees nearby to increase pollination. Other culture practices are the same as described for the previous season. Rogging. Rogue out undesirable root, namely off-type, diseased or malformed root at the time of transplanting. Subsequent rogging for off-type and other crop plants may be done at the bloom stage. Rogue out diseased seed-borne disease and severely insect-damaged plants from the fields as required from time to time. Harvesting and threshing. Harvesting of the seed crop may be done when the seed pods are reddish brown. Harvesting before this stage gives shriveled seeds and a late harvest result in seed scattering. Harvesting is done by sickles, cut seed stalks near base of ground, preferably in the early morning. The threshing can be done by beating the seed stalks with sticks or by thresher, and the seeds can be cleaned by winnowing. Dry the seeds to 6% moisture content before storage. Average seed yield is 600 to 800 kg per hectare. Thanks.